most interesting, Sakshi, is you say that, this is chaotic, this situation is chaotic. I think a 3-hour commute is chaotic. I think being stuck in traffic for 3 hours is chaotic. I think taking planes 24/7 to go to places is chaotic. When you flip it, what is chaos? Is chaos stillness, or is chaos going to the office and having like a 10-hour day? And I give it credit because, we think, being productive and thinking you're being productive are also two very different things. Okay, just because you go to office, just because you clock in, just because you sit and eat, have your lunch for 2 hours. I'm not saying everybody does that, but there are some people. And then you have your coffee breaks, and then, you're gossiping, and then there's some WhatsApp forward and all. How productive are you really? In fact, so I actually am quite willing to challenge this concept of chaos, because I think sometimes getting to, especially in the metros, getting to office and then dealing with the drama of, missed planes and the hassle, and because travel, and we are very congested, right? So a place like Bangalore, for example, I have to take a 6 o'clock plane from Chennai for a 1 p.m. meeting, and it's a 35-minute flight. So it takes me 2 hours to get from the airport into the city for a 1-hour meeting and then back to Chennai. So, I'm not saying everyone's life is exactly the same, but I'm just trying to clarify what is chaos and what is not chaos. We're just that is just the chaos you're used to. This is the chaos you're not used to. In fact, I would argue that this is not really chaos. You're just given all this time, and you don't know what to do with yourself. So that is not called chaos, that's called lack of self-regulation. So it's, what I'm saying? So I think if we shift our perspectives a bit, because if I need to be given a 10-hour shift and a place to go and a place to come back and that means I need a system set by somebody else that I need to follow every day, like a hamster on a hamster wheel, to feel fulfilled. Isn't that very strange? And isn't that kind of the opposite of autonomy and, self-actualization? So if we look at like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? We all say that, we're all working towards self-actualization. I am begging to challenge that. Do we all really, if we all need to be told where to go, what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, and that's called being busy and productive and accomplished, how much of an autonomous human being are we? So the question is, we're actually on the top of the food chain as far as, the animals of the world are concerned, and we can't handle a few months of no schedule. Fine. So my response to this is very specific to, and I give this to my team, to people who work with me, and I would say, what is the difference? Now your schedule is not being given to you, but you can always create a schedule for yourself, and you can always have rewards. Because what is a rewarded office? That I put in my first hour of the day, and then me and you go get a coffee. Like, that's the little payoff. Then we come back, and then, whatever. And then there's a lunch break or whatever it is. You can have a routine, schedule, stick to it. You have all these wonderful apps that will facilitate it. I use every single productive. People always ask me what, like, some of my hobbies are. One of my hobbies is collecting productivity apps, because I literally use them to manage time. So I'm just saying that, whatever it is that we plan, whether it's a book, whether you want to read a book, watch a movie, do something to expand your mind, because you don't want to go back to work or back to any place of employment after this pandemic without being an improved version of yourself. Right, because now you have all the opportunity to do so, and everything is at the fingertips. Now, if you look at Coursera, you go to Udemy, or go to or you go just watch it. If you want to learn how to bake bread, you can do that as well, right? Everything is at the tip of the fingers, but we are excellent at complaining, the human race, and we're like A+ in that. So, I think I would question individuals to think about, now you're actually because you're working your entire life, so you can have freedom. This is what freedom looks like. So if people don't like it, my question would be, you don't like freedom? That is like begs a much deeper question, right? So my question is, with all of this free time, you can always have a routine, have some exercise, pick up a book, have a show that you're watching, maybe a Netflix series. But nothing, don't overdo. Have little bits of everything. Mix it up with your work. So I would say, you start, even if you want to start at like a 9, match it with your work hours if that makes you feel more comfortable. Right? Because I mean, ultimately now you don't have the drama to get to work, but you can always, you're going to log in and do your meetings and whatever. So you can actually shrink your work time. What you were taking 2 or 3 hours to do in office, you can maybe do even in 1 hour now, which gives you more time to maybe go, do some stretching, do some yoga, check out a new show, read a book, take a dance class, do some exercise, Zumba. I don't know. Like, I'm just saying that I think we're all have to ask ourselves, if we're miserable like this, which is freedom technically from the man, which is the corporate system, then what are you really working towards? And I hope that nobody ever retires and they keep working till they're like 100, because they won't know what to do with themselves. But I sincerely suggest, but I find this, but I'll be honest with you, I find this with teams that I've worked with, even in the non-pandemic times, they do not know how to regulate themselves. They don't know. So maybe now has come a time where even, the good Lord above has decided that it's time for me and you to learn how to regulate, but it's important, isn't it? And I think if people can come out on the other side, I'll go one step further and say, if people can come out on the other side, having used this time effectively, wisely, having upskilled, they can go on to much more senior leadership roles in the future, because they would have learned how to regulate. If you can learn how to regulate yourself, you can easily learn how to regulate others. Right? So this whole process may end up getting you the job that you eventually want. I mean, I would challenge that. Yeah.